Alright, what's good, y'all? So here we are on Daedalus Labyrinth, or the Labyrinth of Daedalus, which is one of the more kind of impressive structured maps, because it's really like a puzzle and a place with all these traps and hazards just about everywhere you look. You know, if something looks like a trap, it pretty much is. There's so much going on this map at the same time. It's crazy. One of the functions on this map is that you can spin it. You can spin the labyrinth, and anybody on that part of the labyrinth will die. It'll just turn the labyrinth upside down. Anybody on that part will die. And obviously this labyrinth is, you know, is actually a moving, like, living map. And as you can see, we're about to encounter the team on the other side. It's about to be war. And that happened to be my fate right there. We both went at each other, you know, shot our projectiles, used our magic, and I end up in the grinder. Really fucking pissed. So that kind of pissed me off. Not a good start. That was the first time that I even realized that you could be killed by those things. I had no idea beforehand. And obviously to traverse through the different parts of the level, you have the green climbing markers. I can't remember exactly what they're called, but yeah, you use them to traverse through the different levels. There's like 3 different levels of them. What that guy was actually doing right there was activating a trap. You can actually, if someone's trying to capture those points, you can activate that trap, and the fans will start spinning and actually pull them into it. And at this part, I think someone actually does it. You can actually activate the fan. Got 2 guys double teaming me right now. I had to use a little bit of magic. That's the activation for it right there. This level has a lot of high escapability. You know, if you get double teamed, you know, you can really just find your way out of a bad situation pretty easily. And also on top of where I'm at, the top level, there's a good amount of traps you can actually set for anybody that goes up there. So I'm actually fighting my, oh, he's dead. Was fighting my Poseidon brethren, but had to kill him. And should be ending this guy's life. Oh yeah, that's that Hades stuff I'm talking about. That magical red dust and invincibility type shit. And what a great time to get caught in that in that fire trap. And as you can see, remember when I talked about all the invincibility Hades characters have? When I just used my heavy magic attack on him, and he just phased right through it. They have such high levels of invincibility on moves that they shouldn't. It seems like even some normal moves, the weak magic attacks, they have so much invincibility on it. It's crazy. That guy really shouldn't have won that fight. We know it. The American people know it. So it really started to piss me off a little bit. Even though I shot mine first, his invincibility frames were active at that time, so mine actually hit first, but didn't do anything. And when it comes to the combat of this game, it's really a predicting type thing. I wouldn't say guessing, because I don't think guessing does it justice. You really have to be able to read your opponents, depending on certain factors, and I was getting the fuck out of there. I was not dealing with that 3-on-2. For example, one thing I've noticed is kind of, you know, set that trap up for him and waited for him. One thing I've definitely noticed is that sword users, they tend to be a little bit more reliant on their weak attacks, which means it's a very smart idea to parry them. And I know it's hard to see what's going on right there, but I'm actually brutal killing somebody. You know, they depend a lot, and I activate my little typhoon. They depend a lot on their weak attacks, and the weak attacks can be parried. So it's usually a smart idea to when going up against a sword user, at least because their quick attack is very reliable and they depend on it a lot. So that's why I usually parry. If sometimes hammer users like to start out with that too, and I think it's time for me to get the hell out of here because I'm getting jumped. Poseidon users usually try to start out, because I know, and I played against a lot of Poseidon users. That's how I know, because I'm one, and I get the hell out of there. We usually try to start out with a heavy attack. This dude is still following me, but I gave him the freaking gave him the moves, gave him the right moves. We usually try to start out with a heavy attack because our heavy attack has a lot of range on it, and this guy is just swing happy. So that's why we start with the heavy attack. So you really have to learn what type of actions people take depending on their class, and also depending on killed him. Depending on their class and depending on what weapon they're using.
The gods have intervened.
And right now, the chain of imbalance, it's about to go down. Let me just say that. What happened is, you can't just turn the labyrinth anytime. You have to wait until the part opens, and then everybody rushes to that area, and it's a whole party because everybody wants to turn it. Everybody wants to unlock that piece of armor. Everybody wants to turn it to get the kills and the points and all that. So it's going down in there. As you can see, it's me against all of these dudes. And, I'm like, nah, y'all motherfuckers ain't taking me down. Activate my magic. Then I activate my healing item. Then my boy comes in, activates his Typhoon because he's a Poseidon user. And we start clearing house, my nigga. It went down in there. Them three dudes could not touch me, and we just standing there like bosses. Even though we're not gonna get any kill for this, because there's nobody on the labyrinth right now because we kill all of them, and they actually have all 3 points. Which I was wondering, like, what the hell was my team doing all this time? That we we didn't have the right points. They pretty much dominated us on that. That was a little bit weird. But I get back to work trying to capture everything. And I was pretty sure we had this in the bag. Sometimes, and I just get destroyed right here. I think I actually died because I used my... Oh no, I survived that somehow.
3,000 favor to go.
I really couldn't fathom how this guy didn't die. The guy I think I get raped right here, like gangbanged terribly. I couldn't fathom how this guy wasn't dying. Like, oh, I actually did get the kill on him somehow. Nope, I get him stunned, but these guys jumped the shit out of me. I actually do manage to kill him somehow. And this guy with the hammer is going harder than hell to try to kill me. Now it's just a little bit out of range. And somehow, with no life, this guy still manages to kill me. I don't know how that guy didn't kill him in time. But yeah, like I was saying, this map is one of the more complex maps. Like the first time around playing it, you do feel like you're lost a little bit. Like you're not sure how to get around the map. I think it is definitely one of the most complex ones. Pretty big in size. And just a lot goes into this, and they're trying to capture the spin the labyrinth again, but I'm like, screw that, let me just go get this point, because we're actually losing just by a few points right now, and it's only 30 seconds on the clock, and hopefully I thought my teammates would be able to capture that without me while I go get that, but boy was I wrong. and they actually get it, and it's too late for me, and I get knocked out. Like, I get knocked out the damn labyrinth, and there ain't, ew, and I die. It gets spinned, and it's automatic death. I didn't even have time to escape it.
9, 6, 5, 4.
So I'm pissed. So I just stole the shield. I'm like, screw this. I can't believe we lost. The hell was my team doing?
Perhaps we should explore another alliance.
But it was still a good game. So, and of course, the very interesting map.